Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. Today's video is something that some people may find interesting and some people may not care. And this is, what do those numbers mean on your transfer case tag? You hear of all these transfer cases, MP201, MP207, MP231, MP228, MP241. But what do those numbers mean? And what makes them different? As you can clearly see on my tag for my transfer case, it's a new process gear 231J. And those three numbers and the letter are the most important thing, especially when it comes to ordering parts. The first number references to how many gears the transfer case has. The second number, however, does not apply for all transfer cases. Only applies from cases 2 up to like 7. Doesn't apply to like the MP201s, MP208s. Anyways, the second number is really for case strength and our size. So 2 being the smallest, up to like 7 being the largest. Small like that. The MP231s, you start getting into the S10s, the Blazers, Jimmies, Wranglers, Cherokees, Wagoneers, some Dodge pickups, Durango, etc. Where the 233 can also be found in like the S10 Blazers, Jimmy, Dakotas, and so forth and so forth. Now the third number is the number that I find is the most important. So mine's a 231J. So that number means 2 gear ratios. The case is not the strongest, it's on the weaker side. And the 1 means that it is a part-time 4-wheel drive. Which means on dry pavement, you probably shouldn't drive in 4-wheel drive because you may cause some damage. Now, if it had a 2 behind there, it means it's a part-time, full-time transfer case manual shifts. 3 is part-time electric shifts. 4 is part-time plus full-time electric shifts. 5 is supposed to be for 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee with a Hemi. 6, active on-demand system. And 7 is active on-demand system with progressive apply. 9 is viscous coupling. There's no 8 in there. So then we got that ruled out. And then you're also going to see some other things on the tag. So mine's a 231J, mean J for Jeep. If it was a C, it'd be out of a Chevy. And some of them have an HD, which is a stronger case than what you normally have. So basically, the transfer case system that I'm building in my series has a 1.25 transfer case chain for a 231, and instead of the 1 inch, which they say is supposed to be 30% stronger. So, and then the only other thing that really is important to people is the gear ratio. So right on the bottom right there. So in low gear, this transfer case is 2.72 gear ratio. Now if it was a 4-to-1, that'd be awesome. But that's not the case. Some other things that are possible in transfer cases is that there's a gear drivens. You can get chain driven. There's the Murray transfer case, which is probably, I would say, the most common one, where it bolts up to the back of the transmission. There's a divorce transfer case, which is a divorce transfer case is separate from the transmission house itself, usually connected by like a very short drive shaft to the transfer case. And then obviously there's things like manual shift on the fly transfer cases and electronic shift on the fly. Both the ones I'm doing in my video series are manual shift. So I hope that broke it down for you. Ideally, I would not mind having a full-time 4-wheel drive transfer case. I think that'd be alright if you were doing some serious wheeling. Instead of part-time, you know, have a full-time, that'd be awesome. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope that made some sense to people. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. And I want to thank you guys for watching.